What's up, y'all? I'm Brian Coleman, the Carefree Black Nerd, and I discuss representation in comics and related media. And man, do we got some good media for you today. So I recently online on Twitter, with my kid and on Twitter, of course, just found the trailer, just discovered the trailer for The Blackening. Oh my God. So The Blackening is a 2022 American comedy horror film directed by Tim Story and co-written by Tracy Oliver and Dwayne Perkins, who also stars in the film. Now, this film, if I'm not mistaken, was actually a skit that came out some time ago, or at least I remember seeing it possibly on Comedy Central, about that poses the question, what happens in a horror movie when the entire cast is black? Because, you know, we're usually the token character. But this trailer, I saw it, I skimmed through it, I looked through the comments. It looks amazing. I cannot wait for this movie to drop. So we're going to get into this trailer. Now, with it being a skit, I remember, of course, the cast was a bit different. And it it was such a funny idea. And to see now, years later, it being this full-length film is just, I love indie creators. I love it. I love it. So The Blackening is releases on June 16th, 2023, and that is actually the Friday before Juneteenth weekend, which is important because in the film, The Blackening centers around a group of black friends who reunite for a Juneteenth weekend getaway up in a cabin. They find themselves trapped with this killer of sorts trying to pick them off one by one. It is satire, poking fun at, it's comedy, horror, and that, again, chef's kiss. So let's get into this trailer. Let's get into it.
This little reunion about to crack. We got the whole crew back.
Really, bitch? A cabin in the woods.
Now let's get it all in perspective for all y'all enjoyment.
You still a slave to the white man?
Y'all gonna start calling my wife the white man, all right?
Now, Melvin Gregg, I first saw him online, but then watching Black and Sexy TV is where I remember seeing him as a familiar face. I was like, okay, I know that guy. I know him from skits I've seen online. So to see him in this film really does my heart some good. Kind of in the same way that seeing Issa Rae on film does. I remember watching Awkward Black Girl way back in the day, and then seeing her get connected with I Am Other with Pharrell, and then of course seeing that snowball effect of her being this big powerhouse that she is now. So I love when I see folks who were from that Black and Sexy TV, that early YouTube indie movie film creator days, seeing him in this, again, chef's freaking kiss.
Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hands up that you shoot with. Count your
But
loot
we
with.
do on Juneteenth.
Oh, hell no.
Where are you going?
Look for the fuse box. What kind of house is this? No, thank you.
No, thank you, man. Again, I know this is the draw probably for everyone, but for me, I love this tagline, which is, it's answering a question that I feel like we all have maybe had once or twice. We can't all die first. Being a horror film full of black folks, as opposed to that one token black POC character, we can't all die first. So who dies first in a film that is littered with nothing but black folks?
Blackening?
Whoa! Jim Crow Monopoly.
Shit probably runs on racism.
Pick a card and save Morgan.
What do you mean, save Morgan?
Refuse to play, and she dies.
I think we have to play the game. In your
So it probably runs on racism. It's a Jim Crow Monopoly. Again, these are little things, but this is only adding fuel to my interest in this film. And this is what you get. And okay, so I'm going to say this. I think it's going to be a good film. Clearly, look at the trailer, look at everything about it. But I think another thing that's going to make this really good is that this is what you get when you have more than a remake in Hollywood, when everything is not remade over and over again, which I love me a good remake, do not get me wrong, but this feels fresh and new. I'm with this. I'm here for it.
Refuse to play, and she dies.
I think we have to play the game. In your predicament, the black character is always the first to die. I will spare your lives if you sacrifice the person you deem the blackest.
The blackest?
Nobody should judge anybody in here, bro.
You have 2 minutes to decide.
Shanika, she say nigga the most.
Nigga.
See?
Wait.
Y'all can't pick me. I'm gay.
Okay, so this is another thing I like. So I remember in the original skit that I saw, this scene was slightly different, but I like this update. Also, this idea of the blackest one of all, and that easily being a play on words. Black is as far as culturally, it could be black as far as complexion, melanin, and so I can't stress enough how much I cannot wait to see this film. But even I'm loving that we're taking the horror tropes, trappings, and whatnot, and kind of flipping on their head. As someone who's knees deep in my review of Screams 1 through 5 to prepare for Scream 6, having all of those rules spelled out for you in such a meta way when it comes to Scream, and then seeing their takes on them here, like for this guy to be like, you can't kill me, I'm gay, like to I guess being gay, he would be the token or the minority in this group as well. So having that be this blanket thing that protects him is hilarious. It's also funny because I wonder if that is actually going to be the case. Is he going to survive because he's gay, or who all among them is going to survive? So yeah.
Clifton. Yeah.
That can prove I'm not the blackest.
Prove it.
I've never seen Friday. I voted for Trump.
What?
Twice.
Big money, playboy, your time's up.
We need a plan.
I'm saying, don't you dare.
Don't say this dumb shit.
We have to split up.
Bruh. Again, it's like this trailer is I'm hoping that, like with certain trailers, we're not getting all of the funny stuff in the trailer. I highly doubt that. I feel a little bit more confident about it with this film more than I would for others. But that right there, that is how many times have you looked at a movie, even on like some Scooby-Doo type mess, and been like, why the F are y'all splitting up? It is that's another thing that has me excited for this film, because the fact that Homegirl suggested this shows that there has to be some dire need. There's no, because we're not splitting up. We're not splitting up. I've said it countless times to family and friends who I've been watching movies with. They've said it back to me. So again, for that to be what essentially is probably their only option or their best option in a movie full of black people. Can't wait.
Your time has run out. It's time to die.
There's a crazy person out here hunting us. You got Rosa Parks on your shirt, right? Would she be sitting down right now?
That's exactly what she did.
You can shut up.
Made you look. Made you look.
Why black women gotta save everyone all the damn time?
Made you look.
Yo, stop playing.
I got a gun.
That's too DMX. What are you doing?
Woo! Okay, yes, the blackening. So I saw this trailer, and this is one of those properties that I immediately imprinted on. I cannot wait to see this film. I would love to talk to every one of these cast members and see just how fun this was filming this movie. Again, the thing that I'm loving more than anything is just the idea of a full black cast and a funny, campy horror film. I want to see again how some of my ideas of horror and slasher and thriller, some of my ideas of what makes up those types of films, how it gets turned on its head. I know white, black, brown, green, whatever. I know folks alike have watched any number of horror films and been pissed off as soon as the girl is running through the woods or running away from the killer and she slips and falls. It's like, what are you doing? So that's something I'm looking forward to with this film, is seeing how are they going to adapt or alter those ideas. And It's just so black, from the music to the cast to the wardrobe, all of it. I do like that we're sticking with the black folks in the cabin. I don't want to say trope. I don't know if that's a trope, but just this idea that these friends have gotten together, because this could be an entirely different movie. You could play this straight as a serious horror film, and I'm sure it'd be just as interesting. But taking that comedy horror route, giving us, I guess, with the old days of scary movies, the scary movie franchise did. I'm looking forward to this, and I'm hoping that this is a just the drop of things to come with more movies like this. So, man, let me know, how are you feeling about The Blackening? Is it something you're interested in? How do you feel about this film? Was the trailer, was it interesting to you? Are you like, it's a no-go for me? Are you excited for it? Please let me know in the comments. And bruh, if you just as excited as me, put like a, I don't know, put a black heart emoji or something down there. Let me know how you're feeling. So yeah, again, I'm Rain Coleman, the Carefree Black Nerd, discuss representation in comics and related media. I'm clearly excited for The Blackening. I hope you are too. And catch me next time with another video, reviewing, reacting, looking at, deep diving into something. All right, y'all.
I'm so white I let my dog kiss me on the mouth. Ew. No, Shantira's the blackest. She's wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt. And she smells like cocoa butter in historically black colleges. Wait, what happened to your shirt?
What shirt? I don't know what you're talking about. Besides, all lives matter. Oh. All lives matter. Yeah. All lives matter. Oh my God.